Tick-tock. That's the clock ticking on TikTok. If American lawmakers are to have their way, TikTok will soon be put on a deadline. Either it severs all ties with the Chinese Communist Party and the Chinese company ByteDance, or it loses the access to the American market. You see, a group of American lawmakers have introduced a bill. This bill gives ByteDance about 6 months to divest TikTok, or the app is taken off the App Store in America. In case you don't know, ByteDance owns TikTok. ByteDance was founded in 2012 by one Chinese entrepreneur, Zhang Yiming. The company is based in Beijing, but registered in the Cayman Islands, which isn't so uncommon for Chinese companies. Today, ByteDance is valued at around $200 billion. Imagine that. TikTok does not have any headquarters in Beijing. In fact, it has 2 headquarters. One in Singapore, another in Los Angeles. Take a look. But here's the thing, reports say that all of TikTok's decisions are reportedly made in Beijing in the office of ByteDance. Even TikTok's executives are appointed from Beijing. But if you ask TikTok, it will reject all such claims. In fact, TikTok's website has an elaborate page on what it calls myth versus fact. It claims that today 60% of ByteDance is owned by global institutional investors and an additional 20% is owned by ByteDance employees around the world. The remaining 20% of ByteDance, the company claims, is owned by its founder, who quote-unquote is not part of any state or government entity. Quick question. How much of what ByteDance says can you trust? This company, after all, is Chinese. And guess what? China's 2017 National Intelligence Law states, it says that Chinese companies must assist or cooperate with state intelligence work. The details and extent of this cooperation is unknown. What we do know is that a separate 2014 counter-espionage law says that Chinese organizations cannot refuse to collect evidence for an investigation. You see, as long as you are operating out of China, you are bound to abide by the demands of the Chinese Communist Party. If the CCP wants you to collect data, you collect data. If it wants you to spy, you spy. No questions asked. Because if you dare to question, your company stands to fall down the cliff. Ask Alibaba founder Jack Ma. He will tell you what it's like to get into the wrong books of the Chinese Communist Party. Anyway, coming back to TikTok and ByteDance, where is the guarantee that the Chinese Communist Party can't access all user information? Which is why India banned TikTok back in 2020. New Delhi was very clear that this app is a security threat. Partial or complete bans are also in place in 23 countries. The list includes Australia, France, Estonia, the United Kingdom, Belgium, Nepal, Ireland, and Denmark. The Netherlands also. Now, to name a few, will the US be next to ban TikTok? That's the question. Currently, America's federal employees are barred from using TikTok on government devices. There are more than 150 TikTok users in America. TikTok swears that data of American users will only be stored in America. They will be on servers of Oracle, but American lawmakers clearly remain suspicious of this Chinese export. Earlier this year, the TikTok CEO, Xiao Shu, was grilled during a Senate hearing. He was repeatedly asked whether he was in any way connected to the Chinese Communist Party. Just watch.
You said today, as you often say, that you live in Singapore. Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
American lawmakers say that the new bill will quote-unquote prevent foreign adversaries such as China from surveying and manipulating the American people. But here's the thing. The move to ban TikTok may not be all that simple. For starters, this is an election year in America, and TikTok is a pretty popular app. Will the Biden administration risk banning TikTok in the lead-up to Election Day? Also, consider this. Joe Biden's election campaign has recently joined TikTok. In 2020, then President and now presidential hopeful Donald Trump tried banning TikTok, but his efforts were blocked up by US courts. The story is clearly also a political one, and how it pans out will be quite interesting to watch. Surely Beijing is already hooked to the TikTok in America saga. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.